we're gonna be sleeping at this treehouse. We're gonna be going overnight in a magical treehouse to see how amazing it actually is.
Unique, beautiful, oasis, amazing, magical, gem.
Something seems off here because this place has 137 5-star reviews, and yet the bathroom looks like this. Airbnb has 6 different areas of rating, and in order for this treehouse to get a 5-star rating from me, I need something so magical to happen that it makes me question my ordinary life. In order to get to this magical treehouse, we need to fly from Santo Domingo, which is in the Dominican Republic, which is neighbors with Haiti, into Little Haiti in Miami, where this magical treehouse is hidden. So let's take off on this flight that actually goes through the Bermuda Triangle.
The Bermuda Triangle is known for its erratic weather pattern. It's called the Devil's Triangle, and sudden storms are known to cause mechanical failures.
After our plane was struck by lightning, we appeared in Little Haiti.
I just arrived here and there's a gate that's open. Let's go see what's over there. Okay, so apparently this is the one. Immediately I'm kind of overwhelmed. It does look super magical. Some laundry machines over here and super cool paintings on the wall. Wow, and I don't know, something about the plants, it just looks super mystical. It says, welcome, this is a private residence. Please be respectful, no smoking allowed. Oh, there is a sign here that says stop, and somebody added racism. Earth and Us Farm in Miami, Florida. So the hostess is Leslie, and she is finishing getting our room ready, and she's gonna come and show us around. Picture of John Lennon. Guys, this treehouse is amazing. So she just gave us kind of a quick overview of how the entire farm is. The whole place goes around the animal sanctuary where they adopt animals, and this treehouse is so crazy. I've never seen a real treehouse before. Ever since I was a kid, I always imagined of building a treehouse. There was one little problem, is that we didn't have any trees, and so I'm so happy that I can finally live out this childhood dream of staying the night in a real treehouse. There is a gigantic spider here, and she says that they're harmless and they don't go to people. The process of decomposition of food and plant matter to create soil and fertilize 3 elements: air, moisture, and nitrogen. It's crazy to know that we are in the middle of Little Haiti, in the middle of a city, because it just feels like we're in the middle of nowhere. And this is a shared kitchen, treehouse kitchen. Please clean as you go. Return what you borrow. Peace, good eats. Good food, fine wine. And oh, look at the little kitty sitting on here on the kitchen. Got a toaster here and some pictures of piggies over there. This is the staircase that leads up the treehouse. There are 3 levels of the treehouse, and there's just trees everywhere, all kinds of different trees here. And this is the big main treehouse. As you can see, it is huge. I've never seen such a gigantic treehouse that has 3 floors. We're gonna be staying here on the bottom floor. I'm pretty sure the word holistic would fit for this place. My favorite part as she was introducing this place to us is this pathway. It's all made out of this gorgeous wood, and over here are some cool signs. I love the colors that they have. This is a guide to going vegan. It's so interesting to see all the different animals living together. These are some gigantic pigs. I'm surprised by how big the place is. Over here there's a huge volleyball net, and I just found a little box for books. Miami Seed presents the Seed House. Over here we have some tiki things, which are really, really amazing. Check out this bear. He has blue eyes. Here you can see the tree house from afar. I love the siding of this tree house and the roof. As you can see, this is the tree that is holding up this gigantic treehouse, and the fact that this treehouse is so intertwined with the tree is something I really love. And the trunk of the tree is also covered in a lot of siding too, so this entire house here, 3 levels, is built around this really big and really tall tree, and this entire place just has so many different types of trees around. And up there is another parrot, which is really cool. There's so much to see here, and honestly I just feel like taking off my shoes and my socks and just running around and feeling the earth. earth. I grabbed myself one of these Going Vegan pamphlets because I'm kind of curious, honestly. Our treehouse, which is an alive house basically because trees are alive, so our house is alive and it lives next to a gigantic tortoise. This is gonna be my neighbor for the night. His name is Larry and he's a pretty chill neighbor. He doesn't cause any problems. He just moves kind of slow. I tried to help him cross the street once. It took like 10 hours. But look at this really amazing tree house, guys. It is so beautiful. I love seeing this branch just come out of the bedroom. I mean, they just did such a great job on the tree house. The entire thing is made out of this light brown, almost gray wood that just blends in so well with the tree that it's on. It just looks so organized and artistic. I love the shaping over here and it's just so beautiful. Look at how the bottom of this room is shaped, how the wood pieces make for those little triangles at the bottom. And out of the corner of my eye, we have a visitor who just popped up. We showed up a little bit early, so we're gonna get our room in just a second. I just wanted to come underneath the tree house to show you kind of how it's built. It looks like this deck is being held up by these pillars. This is the base of the tree and I almost feel like I'm spending the night in the Jungle Book. On the other side of the tree house, you can see that there is this platform that leads up the staircase even further and it is being held up by these columns. This tree house is really tall. I really love how they have it decorated in lights and just how the balcony is so gorgeous and it overlooks this beautiful, it truly is an oasis. There's also another really cool treehouse here that has these amazing shaped windows and around every corner is something new to see. There is a hammock here that is really big and it's next to these chickens. So now that we've explored the premise, I mean, there's infinite things to explore here. It says, do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I can assure you mine are still greater. Albert Einstein. It says, in case of a fire, cut rope to drop asbestos curtain. So I mean, there's an infinite amount of things to explore. While we're waiting to check out our room, I am going to relax and spend some time with the piggies. I've stumbled upon something that might be even more magical than the treehouse. It is a koi pond. This is how the front of the treehouse looks. It's very beautiful and I love the circle little window space there and just the shape. It says something on the side of it. Let me know in the comments what it says here, please. Hey guys, welcome to our treehouse. Come on in. I say come on in because the out is the in, because this is a treehouse, you know. It's always Christmas here at the treehouse. Look at this door. It's a really awesome, cool door. I like the shaping of the door. This door is really incredible. I like the binding and the lock. So this is the lock of our door, and then there's some different keys for the bathrooms. I forget which one is which, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as long as it's not an emergency. And look at the ceiling, and also towards the front, the wood has these really nice accents. I like all the attention to detail here. I think that they put a lot of effort in making this place come together in such a beautiful way. Now let's go inside of our treehouse. So is this a trash can? So as we enter, there's some flamingos on the ground. There's no place like tree. Oh, I get it. It's kind of like there's no place like home except it's a tree. We have the towels over here. And then there's some books that aren't in English. So you know what would be magical is if overnight I learn a new language. That'd be magical. And bug spray. And over here is a really cool dresser. I feel like I'm kind of living in the Goldilocks home. This is the Three Little Bears home and I just broke in and I'm gonna eat everybody's soup. The roof is pretty low because I mean, there's probably branches right above our head. It's kind of unexpected. And there's also this cloth on the ceiling. This is one of the things that I found really cool from the Airbnb listing is that it has this huge coffee bag over here because I just love coffee. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be sleeping with Mr. Albert Einstein, and maybe that will be the most magical part of everything. Over here, there's a little step up, and we have some hangers that have these whale tails as the hooks. I mean, I just feel like everything is random, but at the end of the day, it's all nature-based, which is super cool. In a second, I'm gonna be reading my vegan pamphlet to see if I switch over. I just really wanna focus on the structure of this because it's so incredibly interesting how the wood is placed and how it's elevated over there. I don't know if this is a base of the actual tree or if this is something that was added in later. There's so many different types of wood placed in different areas
that makes it so interactive and cool, and there's so many different colors.
I feel like I entered into Narnia. This lamp it looks like it came from a haunted house, and there's a fox where we're gonna put our keys at. And check out the window seal, which is a peace symbol. I kind of feel like I'm Forrest Gump's girlfriend. This tree trunk is so big. It's just so incredible to think about all the years of dedication, sacrifice, and hard work that have gone into making this incredible place. It's just shocking to see how tall this treehouse is. In general, we're vegetarian and vegan. Please keep all kitchen areas clean. Okay, so they say in general. We bought chicken without even thinking about it. It's a little awkward to be eating chicken in front of the chickens. All right, guys, we are going to venture up the treehouse. We're at the centerpiece of the trunk, and then it breaks into threes, and it just goes up so high. All right, so the stairs are very steep, and you can see that each step is pretty narrow. I'm starting to get afraid of heights, even though I've never been afraid of heights. These stairs are crazy. We're going up so high. Check this out, guys. We are up so high. Oh, and there's a little kitty up here. We are officially at the tallest point of this tree house. As you can see, the top of the tree spreading out at the top over there, and this is how the tree house looks. That is a super awesome door. I love the moon shape on there, and then you have the tiki thing over there. Guys, we are literally up so high, and the stairs to get here were really spaced out. We're just super high. So this room is called the canopy room. I love the detail on the wood. Look at the roof. There's a really cool circle window that's been carved out, and also some blinds there. And look at the tree below. It's so beautiful. So it's evening time, and we're winding down inside of our treehouse, and I want to go through this binder. It says Earth and Us Farm, and I also want to check out this Going Vegan pamphlet. A little history. In 1977, Ray Chesser had a dream of creating a space to be with the earth and live sustainably with his family in the heart of the Little Haiti neighborhood of Miami. The first property Ray acquired caught his eye because of an extraordinary gumbo limbo tree. Ray gradually purchased 11 parcels of land, one property at a time, until he had his 2-acre oasis of native tropical plants, a safe space for rescued animals, and a variety of communal living spaces. In 1991, the legendary 3-story, 24-foot tree house was envisioned by Ray's sister Shawnee and built by Ray. It has been added to over the years. During the 1990s, there was a significant growth in the community at the farm, creating a diverse cast of residents, including formal rent-paying residents, shorter-term visitors, and travelers falling in love with Earth and Us. Oh, apparently there's a massage on the farm. They have yoga at the large tiki hut. Count me in. Let's check out a guide to going vegan. Animals exist for their own reasons, not for us to eat. Vegans are strong and healthy. A label that says organic or cage-free does not mean that the animals were treated well. They have a picture of a guy sucking from a cow. They have feelings just as we do, and they don't want to die for your plate. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about going vegan. This little outhouse. If I was to describe this entire place with just one word, I would use the word passionate. Even here in the bathroom, there are different magazines. The whole place seems a little bit counterculture and rebellious. It is interesting to gain a new perspective on other people's beliefs and perspective on life. Here's a sign that says, "We the Resilient have been here before." Just check out how neat these details are. I think that's the thing that makes it magical, is that things seem out of place, But here, everything goes. Like this hand soap, this boat, and this little pottery. They all seem random, but when put together, it just goes.
Alright guys, it's about 8 p.m. and the sun is going down and the treehouse looks so pretty in the evening, and everybody was talking about how magical this place is, and so far I haven't felt anything magical per se, and that is because I literally don't partake in magical practices at all. I believe that it is bad. When I was growing up, we weren't allowed to watch Harry Potter because they use magic and wizardry, and so I always learned that magic is something that you shouldn't mess with. And as I was looking at the sculptures over there, this guy came out and he's like, "Is something wrong?" And I was like, "No, I'm just admiring the sculptures." And he's like, "Well, I make all of this art. All of this work is mine. I'm super well known." And then he started telling me that he's been praying to God because he wants to do good. He just works on so many different projects, although he was saying that people are trying to be him and that they've been doing a lot of bad magic towards him in witchcraft. And so it just sounds like there is magic that exists around here. It's just something that you wouldn't want to get involved in. Now, if we were using the term magical in the sense as beautiful and very artistic, I would say yes, it is magical in that sense. However, in a spiritual sense, I wouldn't even really want to be involved with that because it seems like it's giving him a really hard time.
So, and I'm just tired. I just want to sleep back a little bit, so I'm gonna go take a walk.
Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night, and tomorrow I'll let you know what our full rating is of this treehouse.
Good morning to Albert Einstein and the moth behind me. I usually don't struggle to fall asleep. I just stayed up thinking about the animals and going vegan. Felt like I was in Charlotte's Web and that the animals were talking to me. I felt like I was being eaten by the tree. Did you feel like that at all? Like the roots underneath you and like above you, it just kind of felt like I was being eaten? You just went to sleep, okay. Because I was laying down for such a long time without sleeping, at one point I felt something fall on me and I know it was a bug, and so I stood up and I was shaking my hair, and then I just kept imagining like bugs crawling into my mouth or like a bug crawling into my ear, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to go to the doctor and get some bug removed from my ear. However, this literally is a freaking tree. This tree is alive. I felt like our house was alive, and so of course there's gonna be a lot of life around it. Of course animals and little buggies are gonna live here because it's their home, and it was my home for last night too. I kind of miss my home from wood that is not just in its natural state. It's 5 a.m. and the chickens are already cockadoodling. What did you guys think about the place? We have some very opinionated chickens here.
Now it is time for the final review. First up, we got cleanliness.
Of course, we literally stayed in a tree house, so it's obvious that there's gonna be bugs, and I was very impressed of the cleanliness of the entire place. So for that reason, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4.8. Now let's talk about accuracy. This place looks just like the pictures. It's actually way bigger than we ever imagined. Because everybody was saying it's so magical, I kind of overestimated how magical it was gonna be. I mean, last night I did feel like a life form next to me, and I had never felt that while I was sleeping. So I mean, I guess some people would consider that magical. However, a lot of people did use the word magnificent to describe this place, and I think that that word fits more than the word magical. So for accuracy, I give it a 4.9. Next we have check-in. Check-in was super awesome. We showed up early, and they were still so accommodating to us, and so the check-in was also a 4.9, and they even showed us around the place, which was really nice. place. Now, for communication, I also give them a 4.9 because the host texted us a few weeks before and were just really prompt and friendly to us. Now, for location, this is a low-income area, and we were still able to walk outside, although when we were leaving the 7-Eleven, the guy was like, "Be safe out there," and we turned around and we were like, "Wait, is it safe?" And he's like, "It's kind of safe, just be careful because sometimes there is crime." And so we kind of just like ran back as fast as we could, and there was a lot of police and stuff. However, they did let us know that it was in a low-income area. I don't know, but the place is very beautiful, and we got to discover what Little Haiti is like, and so I think that it was adventurous, and so I give it a 4.9 for location. And it's also about 30 minutes from the Miami airport where we're headed to right now, so it's in a pretty good location. And finally, for value, I do give it a 5 stars because this is just such a unique experience, and I can't imagine how much work and time went into building and maintaining this farm. It's so beautiful, and they just really had so much to offer. Like I was saying before, I felt like the art all fits here. It seems like everybody and everything has a place here, and I wouldn't want to say like, oh, it's so open-minded that like everything is accepted here, because I do feel like they have such strong opinions, and that it's a place that is kind of a counterculture, and they have really strong beliefs about health and food and how we should treat the world and climate. And so it was really interesting to gain a new perspective and live in it for a day. And also just being here in a treehouse is a childhood dream, and who wouldn't love to sleep the night next to a gigantic tree? Everybody wants to spend some time with a beautiful tree because trees are amazing. They provide us so much shade and air, and it's just a good moment to be grateful for our earth and everything that we were given. So all in all, I really enjoyed this experience. Guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you'll get notified every single time I post a video, and you can go on more experiences with me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!